Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Before I get into this video, like, subscribe, share the videos, help me make this channel grow so I can get you all the videos you want and desire. So, this video today I'm talking about why straight sets kind of suck in a way and they might be holding back your progression. So, straight sets are very common. Everyone pretty much starts working out. 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 8, 2 sets of 10. And you use the same weight on every set. Now, here's why I'll tell you why that might be suboptimal for, let's say, every exercise or exercises that you just are trying to progress on, like your main builders, maybe like assistance work, even your main work, why that might not be a good idea. So, straight sets, like I said, you use the same weight on every set. Now, the thing about this is if the first set is really challenging, then the second 2 sets are going to suffer. You're going to have to rest a long time in order to repeat that performance. And if you are not increasing the weight with progressive overload until you can do the same amount of reps on every set with said weight, then you're going to be progressing at a very, very slow rate, almost too slow. Now, you can progress at a much quicker rate and still get the same gains while not using the same weight each set or not doing the same amount of reps each set. Now, I've done this in the past. I had no idea it had a name. Apparently, it's called dynamic double progression. So, let's go over to the board and I'll tell you more about how I like to progress instead of doing straight sets. Alright, so as you see here, this is an example of straight sets. Let's say you're doing, ironically not a straight line. Let's say you're doing Romanian deadlifts. Set 1, 315 for 10 reps. Okay? In an ideal world, you rest 3 minutes and then repeat that performance. However, if this is a challenging set that will stimulate growth, it is very, very, very unlikely that you are going to be able to repeat this performance. You might have to end up resting closer to 5 minutes, which is good if this is your main goal to build. However, it can be very stressful and it's probably not the best way to progress. So let's say you rest the full 5 minutes and you are able to get 315 for 10 reps. Let's say then you have to rest 5 minutes again. And even with that 5-minute rest, you're, let's say, able to only get 8 reps. And then you repeat the next week by doing 315 by 10, rest, 315 by 10, rest. And let's say you only get 9 reps. Next week, you do the same. And then finally, you were able to get 315 for a set of 10. The main thing, or the main set that is going to help you grow is this set and probably this set. Every other set you do afterwards of the same weight will reach a point of diminishing returns where it's not really giving you your bang for your buck. Dynamic double progression. I was never really calling it anything until I saw it. So typically I like to do anywhere, and I saw this on an article, I can't remember who wrote it, but it's when I was looking for it, 5 to 7 reps, 8 to 10 reps, or 10 to 12 reps are very common rep ranges to work on in the hypertrophy range. All right, so here is a good example. Let's say we are working within the 8 to 10 rep range. That's our target rep range. We are going, as soon as we can hit the upper end of that rep range, next week we can progress on it, as long as all the other sets fall within this rep range, okay? So if you're going 315 times 8, and then this is 4, and this is 2, you're not progressing. Obviously, it's too heavy of a weight, and you need to back down a little bit. Or, not based on this set, you can lower the weight on these subsequent sets. For example, let's say you really, really, really want to hit that next rep range. This can be 295. And this can be 275. As soon as these sets catch up to 10, the next week you can progress in weight on that set. So let's say we can only get 8 here and 8 here. Next week, we can bump this to a 325 by 10. Okay? This is the main set we're getting gains on. This is the main set we want to progress. But if this drops out of our targeted rep range, then we do not progress on this set until these hit at least the bottom end of the rep range. As I said, straight sets are a tad bit overrated. You might have to rest longer, and you're really not getting that much benefit out of doing so many sets of the same weight. Most of your gains are going to come in the first couple of sets, but they will especially come in the first set. That's what you're prioritizing. So build up to that. If you have to go in lower weights for the next couple of sets, that's fine, because those will progress at their own rate. If you're waiting for all 3 sets to be the same, you're really shortchanging yourself and you're really slowing down your progress for no reason whatsoever. Drop the straight sets for a while. Try to use what I think is called dynamic double progression. This is what I do anyway. Even if it's not called dynamic double progression, who cares? So, like I said in the beginning, like, share, subscribe, help the channel grow your gains with my advice, and as always, class is dismissed.